Hello, Gunner James 105. So I had this one out at the range, and that'll be again the second part of the video. It's not a very long portion. Shot about 5 rounds, but just for interest's sake, brought this one out because it is a little different. It is a pattern 14 rifle, and this one's the RE marked. So that would be made at Remington, and its numbers match, which is nice. It's always nice when you have matching number, serial number there and on the bolt. And so this being the pattern 14 Enfield, of course with the Mauser style bolt, which is still, it's got the hold open on the magazine, but that would be your cock on closing, which was preferred. So I'm not getting into a whole history of the pattern 14 rifle. So what I was going to do though was explain the fact that the stock on this is not correct for this rifle. This would be a pattern 17, the 30-06 version. And so the rifle itself, the bore, everything about this rifle, it's in beautiful, beautiful condition. I took it apart, as I do with all the rifles that come into the collection, and other rifles that there's about 3 others that this was picked up a private sale. 3 other rifles, took those apart. One of them was extremely rusty, just awful. This one, took it apart, and it was Spartan. I mean, it's absolutely clean and beautiful inside. I hardly had to do anything other than just wipe it off a little bit. It's hard to get any dirt on the cloth. But that is a pattern 17 stock. So what happened was, these of course were built for and during the First World War, and later on things were taken out of storage, and along with many firearms, whether it be handguns or rifles, and with the intent that maybe the Home Guard, etc., would need something. They got a bunch of these, and it was done at the I think it was BSA that maybe did, and I'd have to, that's the one thing I can't recall is who was doing it, but it was part of what they called the Weedon repair standard. So it was done at the Weedon Repair Depot, which I think, again, I don't know if that was at BSA, but they used these stocks or whatever else they could come up with. So the rest of the rifle was good, and they had spares of these, and I do believe that there were a bunch shipped over from the U.S. for this purpose, to be able to put things together as part of this Weedon repair standard. And so anyways, that's the bit of history on that. And so I got a nice little sling. It didn't come with that, but I always like to have a sling. And I do have one more item, which, if you'll excuse me for 1 second, I'm back. It's like I never left, but I forgot something that I was going to include in this video, and that is this, which I had obtained prior to the rifle coming into the collection. So this would be the correct bayonet for this rifle, and so this would fit either the pattern 14 or 17, and it looks very similar to your number 1 Mark III or pattern. It was basically the Mark, they call it the 1907 pattern of bayonet, which is what I've got here. So what you'll notice right away if you put them side by side is there's two things you'll notice. You can see that there's these grooves in the wood of the handle. So your 1907 pattern. Now this one here happens to be an Australian bayonet. And I've featured this one in other videos, but I haven't shown you this one yet. And this one is absolutely beautiful. The markings on it are, so this is a Remington manufactured. There's your flaming bomb ordnance marking US. I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful, beautiful condition. There was an antique dealer in my town that a fella came in and approached him, wanted to sell this to the antique dealer, and the antique dealer didn't really want to buy it, so he called me up, and I had a talk with the guy, and we got this for a really, really good price. So yeah, so this is definitely an accessory. You know, you always want to have the pieces that go together. So that's that. Makes for a heck of a long rifle. I think I had these side by side with the number 1 Mark III, and this is I think this is a longer rifle than that one. So, and you can see there too, it's interesting is it's got the right here is a DP, which would normally be drill purpose. So they put things together, as I've said, to make a complete rifle for the home guard. And so there it is. And now we'll just do a little shooting at the range. So hang tight.